Hello there. I am Puppeteen here on the Geeky Puppet Show again for the Bad Batch, episode 5. And joining me, of course, it's not the Empire Strikes Zach. No, it's Indiana Zach. How's things in Indiana?
I wouldn't know, actually. I don't live in Indiana. I don't think even Indiana Jones lived in Indiana. I think he lived in New Mexico or somewhere south of the border. Or near
You just
the
don't
border.
want to be called Henry.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm doing well. I'm a little surprised to see movement on your screen. Normally it's just a little blue circle with your name on it that I hear your voice come out of. So he's alive. We have proof of life.
Do it. No, I'm on camera today.
It is the genuine Emperor himself. He's not phoning it in. Wave.
You gotta do the princess wave, Zach.
The royal wave.
Hello. How are you doing today? But we're here for the Bad Batch, and okay. I have to admit something. Last week we talked about the episode that was basically a pod race.
Yes.
That was good. That was fun. There wasn't really any meat to it. Nothing to really sink our teeth into like the episode before.
Right.
So I didn't know what to expect with this one. Wanda Sykes is back. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Where are we going? And it is Indiana Jones time.
It is, which I actually dig.
I would dig. Dig. Yes,
I didn't even intend for that one.
Yeah. Echo and Wrecker, they were just scavenging around, collecting some things in like a little waste depot, and they found a compass. And it leads to this temple that's like thousands of years old. Wanda Sykes says, even before the Jedi.
In exactly that voice.
Exactly, that's right. I am a master mimicker. That's right.
Yeah. It leads to there's like a treasure hunt, and Hunter's kind of the skeptic man of the group. He's just kind of like, because he knows that Wanda Sykes' character will tell these tall tales, and the story changes every time she tells it. And so he's just kind of like, kind of put off by going on a treasure hunt. But of course, Omega is she's all for it. And so they end up going off on this treasure hunt. They go to this barren planet. It's like nothing grows there. Everything is ash.
Nobody
except for this mountain.
Yeah, nobody knows about it because it's uncharted.
It's uncharted. It's destroyed. Nobody lives there,
which is all very interesting.
It is.
It's all very interesting. They go in, and Wanda Sykes is very excited, and is like, "Oh, well, this is a legendary treasure that we're about to find. If we can find the heart of the mountain, we'll be set.
We'll be rich."
Yeah.
Which it feels like a lot of these. This and last week were very much like, okay, let's get the Bad Batch some money. They gotta make some bank.
Yeah. Not last week because they were fighting for Sid.
That's true. Last week they couldn't make bank.
They just got a scaly old lizard woman.
That's true. They kind of got shortchanged there. But but yeah, and they go into the tomb, and what follows is a series of very obvious Indiana Jones inspired stuff. You've got booby traps with giant boulders. You've got places where like the floor falls out from under them.
And of course, where if you take the treasure, everything's going to fall apart.
They should have had like the little sandbag. That's the only way it could have been more obvious, is if like Wanda Sykes or Hunter or somebody had a little sandbag and they were just kind of like trying to get the timing right. That's the only way you could make it more obvious that this was inspired by Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and so the entire like mountain becomes this like temple robot thing. Whenever they pull it,
I actually did not see that coming. Yeah, I thought the mountain was going to collapse on itself. I thought it was pretty cool that the entire mountain was just this giant mech Zoid thing.
Yeah, and it started destroying. It destroyed the robot that Wanda Sykes has, which is basically wait. It's basically a gonk droid, but a barrel.
Yeah, it's like a Pringles gonk droid, pretty much.
It's like Mel.
Imagine a gonk droid, but made out of a Pringles can, like that cylinder shape. Yeah.
Breen's mouth is watering as we speak.
Rest in peace, Mel. Yeah, that poor little droid did not make it.
Yeah, no. Total blast. But then Wanda Sykes says at the end, "Oh, don't worry, I save all her information on a memory bank, so don't worry."
I guess.
I mean, my droid's dead, but whatever.
Whatever. We'll just make another one. I mean, I guess that's how droids work. Maybe. It does belong in a. Well, actually, no. The heart of the mountain belongs in the actual mountain because when you take it out, it activates a giant robot that destroys everything. So it does not belong in a museum.
Yeah, so they do get to explore a little bit. However, here's my only criticism of it. It's all very interesting. You're telling me, okay, this is one of the uncharted planets in the Star Wars galaxy. They're going in and they find a temple that is thousands of years before even the Jedi went and spread out across the galaxy. Okay. Give me a little more. Come on, Dave. Give me a little more. Give me some names. Start the name dropping process so you can throw it into one of your other 15 spin-off series.
Let's add a little bit more lore. Give us something.
Feed us.
I mean, it would be not. I mean, at first I was thinking, oh, he's gonna start, maybe doing some High Republic stuff. But even like we said backstage, High Republic stuff still features a lot of Jedi, and what they're talking about is before even the Jedi came into existence, which is very interesting. And if Dave Filoni is doing it.
Dave, I'm talking to you. I need a little more. Give me names. Let me start writing my fan fiction.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they plan to do anything with that. I mean, this does feel like it feels like last week's episode. It feels like a one shot pretty much. It'd be cool if they were able to bring some part of it back into like an overarching story.
I believe
original Sith race. Was there a race of Sith?
Yeah, there's a race called the Sith. That's where they take their name from. It's these red aliens, and they have these like little skin tendrils that go down. It's not like an octopus.
Okay.
It's a little like an octopus.
Okay.
It's like a tiny little octopus.
They could still be canon. I know that I think I've seen this. Anything that's not Dave Filoni, like a lot of the alien races are like newer. Like you can tell it's not like the Twi'leks or the Rhodians or the they tend to make Disney has like their own kind of aliens that they brought in, maybe so they wouldn't have to pay royalties to Lucas for using them. I don't know, but
I don't think so. I think it's just a matter of them. They don't really
do their own stuff.
Yeah, I don't think Dave really had an idea. He just wanted to do an adventure.
Maybe.
Like, I don't even think... Maybe he approved the story. Who wrote this?
I have no idea. I thought that you would have known. I didn't check to see who the writer was.
I didn't either.
I can pull it up.
Go ahead. We have a minute. Yeah, no, I don't think it's the original Sith race. It would be very cool if Dave did that, but I don't think Dave will. I just don't see him doing that. I do miss them, and more because I play SWTOR, and you can play the you have to buy it, but you can get the Sith race as an option. And,
in the Old Republic game?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Though I did buy the Chiss one because who doesn't like to be a cool Chiss boy?
It says this is interesting. So Dave Filoni did write it. So did Jennifer Corbett. But then also George Lucas is listed. Oh, it says based on characters created by. Okay.
And what does it say under Dave?
It just says Dave Filoni and Jennifer Corbett.
So they wrote together. Huh.
They wrote together. It was like a co-writing thing. And of course, there's D. Bradley Baker writing pretty much everybody except for, 2 or 3 other characters.
Well, he does play the Bad Batch.
He does play the entire Bad Batch, yes. And
I don't think there's any casting like that. Even on like when you had actors who would play multiple parts in one thing, like say Tyler Perry or Raven Simone, her
Yeah.
show. I don't think they said the family. No, they went ahead and put down every name. But for the Bad Batch, they just have to say, it's the Bad Batch.
It's the Bad Batch. It's the Bradley Baker. That's it.
What a man, what a man, what a man. What a mighty,
What a
mighty man.
cloned man.
So this is a fine episode. I feel a little unsatisfied.
Yeah, between this and last week just being like the one-shot adventures I did enjoy this a little bit more than last week's episode, but
you just missed Hunter and Echo.
We just missed Hunter and Echo in last week's episode. But then like episode 2 was really, really good. Like it felt like it was its own thing, but then it was also like you had some seeds that you were planting, like with the Empire and Crosshairs and everything. And so I'm just like, give me like more of a season overarching story instead of just like, I appreciate one-off episodes and one-off stories, but
come on, Dave. Come on, buddy. My friend. Our Lord and Savior of Star Wars. Come on.
I get you've got Mandalorian season 3 coming. You're maybe a little bit consumed up with their time on that, but
you and Jon Favreau can sit down and write down every bit of Mandalorian culture that you want. It's okay. We get it. You're very excited, but you got to give us a little something.
Exactly. Just a little.
Just a little. So now we have to speculate about next week. Is it going to be the Bad Batch or is it going to be Crosshair?
Could it be both?
No,
I don't think so. Probably not. Probably not at first. I think
we started the season with 2 episodes.
Yes.
Of the Bad Batch, and then we had an episode dedicated to Crosshair with Captain Cody. Yes. Now we have 2 episodes, and it's been Bad Batch heavy. By heavy, I mean light because there's no real substance to it. It's fine. It's good.
It's fine. It's like, there's no character development. We haven't learned anything radically different. Like none of the Bad Batch has gone through any like life-altering events. Yeah, not yet.
It's not like when you had Wrecker going, "Good soldiers, follow orders." No.
Yeah, so I am waiting to get a little bit more meat on the bone. You know, it's been simple. Simple's good, but I like some substance as well. Did he do that?
Well, no, it's actually a little different. It's more a band with a D at the end. And that's where Yoda goes. And, it's the original home of the Sith. I think it's just a name change with time. You know, eventually things move on in society and it becomes more a band when it was originally Korriban. I don't think it's hard to say. It's something that was in one episode when it was still approved by Mr. Lucas. I still think it was. So I don't know.
You know why? I think I know why.
Why?
Because Korriban, so this is Google. I'm Google searching everything today. George Lucas thought that Korriban was too close to Coruscant. He thought they sounded too similar, so that's why he changed it to Moraband.
So in the history, it was originally Korriban, and then for the show, they went ahead and said, "Oh, it's Moraband,"
because it sounded too similar to Coruscant.
I mean,
Coruscant,
listen, the Sith, they disappear for 1,000 years.
True.
The Jedi can do whatever the hell they want. They can go ahead and say, "You know what? We're going to call you Pixie Land for all we can." So that's fine. As long as
that's the realistic reason why. Of course, you also have Tatooine and Dantooine. So George,
nobody thinks about Dantooine.
George, come on now. You had 2 planets over here that rhymed. You could do 2, whatever.
See. I think that Dantooine, he just doesn't think about Dantooine.
Nobody does.
Unless
you're thinking to send the Empire there on a wild.
Unless you want to play Knights of the Old Republic, you don't really think about Dantooine.
That's true. I forgot about Knights of the Old Republic, Dantooine for a second.
That's where it's primarily featured. I think that's where it first appears.
I think that's the only place it appears, as far as I know.
Yeah. So there you go. But yep, that's pretty much it. I love talking Star Wars, but it's time for us to go ahead and start wrapping up. So we want to thank you so much for joining us. Like we said, this was a fine episode, but we need a little more, Dave. Dave, I'm reaching out to you, buddy. I know you're watching my channel. You have to be. But we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon, Dave. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know if he wants a puppet that close to a screen saying, I'm going to see you soon.
Dave.
See you real soon, buddy.
Please, Dave. Please. But anyway, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, check out the other things on the channel. Check out the Ko-Fi if you can. We do readings. We've started Star Wars readings. Yes, those are doing great.
Yes, they are.
I think it's because of my performance as C-3PO, but we'll leave that aside.
I think it's because of Graphic Man's Obi-Wan Kenobi, to be honest. But...
Totally disinterested, just like Alec Guinness.
Exactly. It's so
go.
perfect. It's one-to-one casting resemblance. It's perfect.
Just like Froggy as Han Solo. Great. No. He's just doing his Reed voice.
In the movie, Han shoots a frog-like creature, and in the comic readings, a frog-like creature shoots another frog-like creature. So,
and in our readings, he also butchers Han. Anyway,
that's true. He's gonna be like Harrison Ford when we get to Empire Strikes Back. He's gonna be, just kill me. Just don't bring me back.
So that's it for us. We gotta go ahead and go. We want to see, it's Miranya's Leia. You are right for all 3 lines that she's had.
Definitely better than when I did it.
Don't beat yourself up, Zach. It's okay. You did your best. But that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. And may the Force
be with you.
I'm stuck.
That's not how the Force works.
Oh, man. I'm stuck, Zach. Why aren't you over in the hand or something?
I'm not quite sure what to do here.